Alright, bitches, so finally we are back to the 4th level of the Hero's Tomb thing here. And this, of course, is the final fight, and I'm all ready to go, so we can go ahead and knock this out now. Now, this fight is going to be a little tough, because I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to play this fight ultra conservative, because there is only 4 enemies. We also have a couple of hidden treasures. We got one right here and one in this pillar right here. Now, Blue Dragon's pretty strong. Nothing too crazy, but he's tough. We got the High Wizards, who are a pain in the ass. The Aura 3 is awesome. If they want to waste a turn doing that instead of Spark 3, be my fucking guest. But, of course, we got the Big Daddy. We have the Skull Mage. Now, I believe the Skull Mage has 1,000 HP, making it, thus far, the beefiest opponent I've fought in a Shining Force game on the channel here. I've gone through all the other Shining Force games of this type, but there will be stronger later on. Alright, so the reason this guy is a real motherfucker is Tiamat level 2 hurts hard, but I probably will try and bait him into doing that more often than not, because you see what his other fun spell is, Soul Steal 2. Now, I'm currently working on this no death run, you know, and I would rather like to get past the Skull Mage without a death, because if I beat the Skull Mage here, then that means I'll be able to take this no death run deep into Scenario 2, and the next danger spots wouldn't be until Chapter 4 in Scenario 2. So this is probably the toughest fight, you know, in the first 110 parts of this LP here to get through without dying. Now, for beating him, we, of course, are going to get 2 really good rewards. We're going to get the sword down there at the bottom, and we'll also get that crystal rod that he's got. The crystal rod is actually in the treasure chest behind him that we can't open in the battle. And it's pretty good, and it'll allow Mascarin to use Tiamat. Alright, so the other thing that happened is I went ahead and leveled up quite a few of our people. It took a really long time because the enemy design, like how they decided to format the experience at the end of Scenario 1 here, is not the greatest. The final battle, you can grind in the actual, like, final sequence of battles until you're, like, level 30, but here in the Hero's Test, only really the High Wizards and the Blue Dragon here even give you anything past, like, 18, so it's really tough to grind off these enemies while this motherfucker is sitting here with Soul Steal 2, you know, which of course can hit in the cross formation. So it's really a pain in the ass to do, so it takes a long time. We got Symbios up to level 21. At level 20, Symbios got Spark 4, so he's got that. That's beautiful. We got Mascarin up to 24. I think is it 23? No, I think it is 24 where she learns, I think the last thing she learns is Attack 2. But, you know, with Spark 4, Attack 2, Mascarin's got a lot going on for, of course, we got the Sleepy Rod, which regens 2 MP, so Mascarin is looking real good. Grace now has Aura 4, so that's going to be so easy, as far as, like, losing health and stuff. I got Irene up to a high level because I think, what's the last spell? I think it was Tornado 4 was the last spell that she learned, so she's got that. And then Noon, of course, got Soul Steal 2 as well, Spark 2, Freeze 4. A shame that Noon doesn't get Spark 4 in Scenario 1 here, but hey, you know, what can you do? At least he's got Freeze 4, and Wendigo 2 obviously is one of our stronger attacks in general anyway. Hagane. Now, Hagane also has Soul Steal 2 and Attack 2, so Hagane has some real utility. I also have level 3 for both, well, actually, I have the highest level weapon for every character in both the main force and the backup force. for both their primary weapons and their backup weapons, so that's all taken care of. Murasame, his spell list isn't quite as good. Resist 2, obviously, I guess is pretty solid. That's about it. Now, what I'm gonna have to do here is I think we're gonna bait the Skull Mage into using Tiamat or Tiamat over and over again. Now, he's got Soul Steal 2, and the reason Soul Steal 2 is so annoying is because the cocksucker has motherfucking 11 luck. So people such as, I believe Dantares has rather low luck. No, yeah, 5 luck. But the ninjas, yeah, are at like 4. And who is that? Eldar. They have to be careful, because Soul Steal 2 will more than likely kill them. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to have like Symbios, and then maybe like Mascarin, Grace, and I don't know, Hayward is looking pretty solid. I might just have them like kind of lure the Skull Mage like over somewhere, box him in, and let him pound them with Tiamat 2s. Grace will be able to heal that easily with Aura 4 or Aura 2 or Aura 3, whatever. I'll have the rest of the force take out the other enemies, collect the treasure, and then I'm thinking once the Skull Mage gets to about 500 HP, I can probably rush him down and do about that much in a single turn. And I believe 500 HP is when his life bar is going to become visible. So I guess let's get cracking. Now here's the thing. If I put someone on this spot right here, that will activate the Skull, like, Skull Mage will be like, oh, dinner is served, let's get in there. But I don't quite want him to get aggressive just yet. So let's put Symbios right here. Okay, so we'll move. Alright, so this is going to be the, you know, zone where the Skull Mage is going to become aggroed. So I'm going to have Irene and Symbios. We'll snake them, I'm thinking, along this side, and then we'll send the rest of the force this way. Okay, so I could drop, like, a Resist 2 or something, but I don't know if the AI is going to see that. I don't think the AI will notice Resist 2 being used. Yeah, we can put the Antares right there, that's fine. And I don't think that will, like, factor, like, okay, like, so, for example, like, if the Skull Mage walks up to use Tiamat 2, and then he sees that we have Resist 2 on, so it's going to do less damage, and then he decides instead that he's just going to smack us with a Soul Steal 2, I don't think it's going to work that way. So, Resist 2 will be kind of pointless. Okay, so, let's see. I could start things off and smack him with a Spark 4. But you know what? Let's see if we can't draw him back this way. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And we'll send this force over there. Okay, so Irene can go right there. That's fine. Now, based on when the Skull Mage gets his turn, we're going to be okay to kind of just bring everyone this way. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yep, and then the Antares can go there. Now, I do have to be mindful of this treasure that's right here. I'm not going to grab it quite yet, though. Yeah, Noon can go over there. That's fine. Now, Tiamat 2 is going to hurt hard. Okay, so here we go. Yep, he's going to go for Symbios and Irene. And, yep, there's Tiamat 2. Now, this is going to hit hard, but obviously this isn't anything we haven't seen before. You know, this is just like Basanda's Thanatos, basically. Yeah, that is sizable, so I don't think Symbios would survive it by himself. And we want that to happen and not... boy, you know, I actually should go ahead and pop an Aura 4 here. I want that to happen and not Soul Steal 2 because, You know, if he uses Soul Steal 2, it's just completely out of my hands on if we can continue getting through this motherfucker with no deaths, which is the goal here. Now, the other thing, too, is I think I'm gonna want to try and lure this bad boy maybe even further away before I send the rest of the force in to attack. Hold on, let's gather our bearings here. Okay. So, if I could move Symbios and Irene a little closer to that corner, and he could follow suit, and then who else could we send in there? The people with high luck is like Mascarin and Grace and Hayward. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that. You know, sending Irene with Symbios probably was a mistake, but I'm not so sure he's going to really use Soul Steal 2 too often with just Symbios and Irene over there. Alright, so here's a blue dragon. That's a pain in the ass. That does put a crink in my plan, so to say. Let's get Symbios right here. And I could do this. And I will do that. Yeah. You can fucking die, and you can get out of here now, blue dragon. And get some of that Spark level 4. Yeah, that's what you're gonna see from Spark level 4. 70, 80 damage, shit like that. Spark 4 is really strong. Okay, let us... Oh, you know what? Moving Hayward, there was a mistake, damn it. Well, I think the Skull Mage is still... What's his movement, by the way? Hold on. Let's... Ooh, he does have a tasty movement range, huh? Wow, he basically can get everywhere. Okay. Alright, that's... Well, fuck. Okay, so here, now, I bet you with Irene, I may be able to finish the blue dragon off. Let's see here. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so the blue dragon, he just decided, you know what? Fuck living. I'm ready to die. Good job, fucker. Alright, Eldar. Yeah, let's just move over this way. And while I'm moving people around, I am going to have to make sure that everyone is in a good position to attack the Skull Mage once he does reach, like 500 HP. Alright, so there we go. Alright, let the fun begin! Oh no, Soul Steal 2! Okay, so Hayward's fine, and Grace are gonna... Those two are gonna be fine. Obright is gonna be a little dangerous. Oh, come on, you bastard. Okay, so, how should I handle this? My plan to lure the Skull Mage away has failed. So, we're gonna have to go to a backup plan. You always gotta have a backup plan to your backup plan to your backup plan. In this case, I can box him in with people who have high luck. So, Grace, Masker, and Symbios. But I would still need... Well, wait. Irene has... Yes, Irene has Resist. Okay, so what we're going to do... We're actually going to gamble a little bit here. We're going to block off the Skull Mage. Alright. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Symbios, like, right here or something. I'm going to block in the Skull Mage. And I'm going to put Symbios, like, right there by himself. And I'm going to have Irene tag Symbios with a Resist. So Symbios with Resist should be able to survive a Tiamat 2. I think it'll be, that's a good idea. So let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna have Grace go right here. Alright, so we gotta lock this motherfucker in. Let me do that first, and then we'll worry about the High Wizards on the next turn. So, we can begin attacking the Skull Mage now, then. Now, I guess, theoretically, our force is very, very powerful. We probably really could do close to 1,000 damage in only a turn or two. This wouldn't take very long. So, let's go to Killer Hatch. Well, you know what? I just gotta get him locked down. So we're gonna put Obright right here. Yeah. And then I'm gonna put Irene next to Obright so that that end is kind of locked off. Okay, okay, I got it. We got it. We got it. Now, you know what? I should have got the item. Oh, well. Oh, you motherfucker. Aren't you tricky, you son of a bitch? Alright, so here we go. So... We're gonna put Symbios right here. Well, You know what? We're gonna put Symbios right here. Yeah, okay. Okay, I got it. We're good, we're good. So let's bring... should I begin attacking the High Wizards? You know, I probably should. I'm all over the place right now, but I gotta take my time with this. Otherwise, he's gonna catch us with Soul Steals. Okay, so Irene will stand next to Obright, and she's gonna hit Symbios with a resist. No, you know, my force isn't really in position to properly attack the High Wizards, so I'll do it next turn. And for now, we'll just worry about skull fucking the Skull Mage. Okay, so Irene is gonna go right there. And she's gonna toss... Wait, hold on. No, damn it. Yeah, that's in... That's in his range. Alright, so we're gonna have to put Irene right there. And there we go. Okay. Now, I'm not worried about Symbios. Resist 2, he'll be fine against Tiamat 2. I do have to be very mindful of those High Wizards right there, however. That could be a little scary, a little dangerous. Murasame could come in here and smack him with the Rumblin' Sea.
You lose.
Oh, you lose! Well, he's on his way to losing. So let's slow down with the talking shit right now, Murasame. We'll talk a lot of shit in a little bit here. Okay, so let me go ahead. We'll smack him with a Freeze 4.
Now bear my Arctic Blast.
Okay, so the Antares can go right here. We'll swap over to the Spear and smack him. Okay. So I'm thinking I can make it to where the Skull Mage... I'm thinking he's going to get 2 more turns. This next turn is probably going to be spent hitting Symbios with Tiamat 2. Then we only just have to survive 1 more turn after that, which I definitely probably will be able to make happen. Because, again, I probably can just leave Symbios out there by himself. And we're going to be golden. Okay, so Sybil will be able to get this treasure. So we've only got one treasure to get. There we go. Okay, so Skull Mage is not going for Symbios. Okay. What is he doing? Oh, boy. This is very scary. Wow, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm very impressed with the AI. I wonder if it did factor in resist after all. Because Symbios is just sitting there on an island by himself. I'm gonna be honest, I, really kind of thought that he was gonna go for it. But he must have known that with Symbios having resist there, he wasn't gonna finish him off. What's the agility of the High Wizards? 28, 31. Okay, so what that means is I'm not gonna fuck with them quite yet. Okay, so next turn, we can rush the High Wizards fucking down. Obright can stay right there, because I don't want to draw the High Wizards quite yet. So after both High Wizards go, we'll kill them and collect the treasure, and then we only have to survive one more turn of the Skull Mage. So this did actually go A-okay. Yeah, so we'll just get Grace like right here. We'll drop an Aura 4. It almost, I wonder if his AI might not just be completely random. Like, I remember, I was talking with other members of InsaneDifficulty.com on the forums there about the final boss of the hard mode mod for Final Fantasy Tactics 1.3. Ultima, the final boss, has a move that if the AI picked every single turn, you would have no chance of winning. So, because of that, the creator of the mod was able to toggle something so that the AI is completely random for Ultima. So what she does, like, no one has any fucking clue. Because otherwise, she would just pick this one OP move over and over and over, and you have no fucking chance. Yeah, let's go right here so we can get that attack bonus. Thank you.
Bullseye.
Yeah, bullseye. Bye. Fucker.